Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hoping that everyone is well, or it could be afternoon, evening, wherever you are in this world. Let's get our daily reading out. See what's going on for everybody. See what's going on. And of course, it's not going to go on for everybody, but it's basically the collective energy at this point in time. How things are doing. I'll leave a comment below to how the readings work. See what we got, please, Spirit, for the collective. Ace of Ariel, beautiful. A number of you are looking for new jobs. And the good thing is it's your lucky day because new resources of money or time or support are abundant and available to you. There could be a change in your job or a promotion, okay? Now, the change in the job doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a great one. You could end up getting more responsibilities put onto you and not get paid for it, but yet carry the load. In which case, it would be very good to maybe get a job evaluation done and get things revisited, especially in terms of if you're working so hard and you're not getting the compensation for it, then it's probably appropriate that you bring that up, you know, especially in terms of fairness. This can also speak to a manifestation of abundance, okay? So like all of the other aces, it's about new beginnings and opportunities and that potential to create these new beginnings and correlate it to the material world, being finances, maybe if it's just wealth, career, or physical health and manifestation of goals, okay? So there's that new job offer opportunity, maybe an unexpected sum of money, a new business or an investment opportunity may come your way, or you're just gonna have the chance to bring an idea to fruition. No matter the occasion, it's a good sense of prosperity and abundance, okay? Especially in material or financial areas of your life. It's kind of like a green light, okay? It's the initial stages of manifesting those goals and ensuring that whatever it is, you can truly achieve what it is that you want and that you've set your mind to. And that the world is your oyster. And through careful planning and determined effort, you can definitely manifest it. Ideas will be ready to be turned into something that's tangible. Sorry, my puppy's going a little crazy. Paisley, nope. So yeah, the card encourages you, you know, just map out how you'll achieve your ambitions and create targeted plans. And to see them make their way into reality. But it's also in a holistic sense of wealth as well. Oh, look at this. And what's crossing it is an epiphany. Beautiful. That's beautiful. So this card speaks of joy through spiritual growth. It speaks of being a light to others. Okay. Maybe you've done some soul searching and some introspection. Maybe you took some time to be alone. Maybe you were searching out some inner guidance. It basically means that some of you have taken some time away from everyday life, and that was to draw on your energy and your attention inward because you were trying to find answers, okay? So it's almost as though you knew you had to listen to yourself or your higher self. A lot of us are at the point where we're not enjoying this inauthentic way of living that we've all been doing. For example, many people are starting to leave the corporate world because they're not enjoying the confines or the restrictions of having to work in cubicles all day long. Doctors are starting to leave the field because some of them are choosing to move to a more holistic and natural way of treating oneself. You see people who are starting to move out of big houses into smaller houses, the tiny house movement. And I guess the reasoning is because after some introspection, people have started to realize what's important to them. They're trying to or they have done for that matter, find their light and shine it, okay? Because they're creating their own unique path. They're no longer listening to the masses. This is that whole point of being alone here. So some of you have retreated into your private world, and because of it, you know, your experience and that deep sense of seclusion and introspection has brought you to a place where, you know, no matter what anybody else says, it just doesn't matter anymore. And it usually appears when you're at a pivotal point in your life and considering new directions. So through meditation or contemplation and that self-examination, you'll be able to reevaluate the personal goals and change your overall course. And it's really good too, because you're going to be looking at your life with a deeper, more spiritual understanding, and a few of people's priorities will change as well. Like I was saying, more people are going to want to focus on family life and spending more time with their family instead of being workaholics. Look at this. And you can't make this up. From this meditation and wanting this new beginning and this big pivotal change in your life, or in, of course, the collective's lives, where you see success that comes from objective compromise, all right? Self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So yeah, we go back to this hermit where many were at this pivotal point where they wanted a change of some sort. They wanted to see something through. They wanted something different. And they're trying to find solutions to the common or the existing issues that they're facing. And because I see all of this greenery in the background, I feel that so many people are starting to shift to a new way of being. Again, very environmentally conscious, downsizing, realizing that being rich has nothing to do with big houses, but a richness is a state of mind. In the past, I think that what I'm seeing here is the Chariot as to being one of the driving forces as to this change. So it speaks of determination and self-control, career advancement, and acknowledgement of success by others. So the Chariot, again, is another major arcana. You've got 3 major arcanas. And I love this about doing the daily collective reads, because it does speak to the higher global piece of what's going on. So I'm getting this sense of you had to consistently use your willpower to move forward. It was like your heart may have pulled you in one direction, but your mind in another. And I feel like it was becoming a struggle, and it was becoming hard to force yourself to continuously stay determined to live the life that you're living. It's freedom, I'm hearing. More freedom, okay? And especially with that control and that willpower, it's just, I feel like a lot of you, you started realizing that it was important to make decisions that were in alignment with your own values, and then needing to take action on that. And the reason why is because, again, there's that big shift in consciousness, right? So now you know it's time that you have to take action. You may have set some objectives, and now you're channeling your inner power with a fierce dedication to bring them to fruition, right? And when you apply that discipline and commitment and willpower to achieve the goals, this speaks of absolute success, which you can see here, which is the situation. You're manifesting it now in the physical, okay? It's like you got to a point where you were tired of being passive and just hoping that things would work out in your favor, but instead it was like, okay, you know what? Time to take some focused action. Things need to change, right? And you knew that there were challenges, and in fact, it could have been the challenges itself of the day-to-day grind that forced you to find solutions to get you back on the path that you're meant to be. Maybe you didn't feel as though you had what it takes to achieve your aim or complete an important project, and this energy, it's almost like the universe brought it in for you to let you know that you do have what it takes, and that you do have the willpower and the self-discipline to concentrate on a task at hand and to move forward. And I feel like a number of you accepted that it's not going to be easy, but that's exactly it. Life isn't easy because then we don't grow. It's about challenging ourselves. And just as I say that, the focus has been a situation ending here. And it's been a mental prison, I'm hearing, especially with this 10 of Swords. So I feel like many of you were stuck in terms of, it was like a mental trap. And finally, it was like there were no more swords, meaning no more thoughts that you would have that could keep you trapped anymore. It's like there was no more excuses your mind could make to keep you stuck in a situation that no longer served you, right? Like we can come up with so many things in our minds, and then eventually we run out of excuses to keep us where we're at because the change just has to happen. And there could have been some painful endings or some deep wounds or some betrayal or a loss of some sort or a crisis, okay? But I feel that, there's always a silver lining. And whatever this crisis was, or the loss, is what has propelled you to change. And I feel like a lot of you are focusing on that. You're just like, you know what? I don't want to go through this again. And it's a painful yet inevitable ending. Maybe a relationship came to an abrupt end, or your job was cut, or a contract was broken. And it's as if this ending came out of the blue and rocked your entire world. Maybe you never expected it, and then yet here it is, bang, it happened, and it cut you to the core, leaving you feeling as if the world has crumbled around you. And so because of it, whilst you're grieving that pain and the shock and the loss, and wonder if you'll ever be able to find work or trust again, okay? And that's what you're focusing on, some of you, many of you. So I'm getting also as well that some of you may have been a victim of someone else's actions or their betrayal or deceit. Maybe your partner cheated on you, or a colleague may have spread nasty rumors about you, or a family member has betrayed your trust in some way. Nonetheless, this was something that needed to change because it's pushing you into a new chapter of your life. And we have to accept too that we're not meant to stay stuck. And that's one of the main, I guess you'll say, lies that the world has been taught, is that, oh, we're supposed to just stay put and never really, just get your house and have your kids and just never do anything else, right? But that old paradigm is shifting into the reality that we're constantly moving. Relationships constantly change. Some relationships stay with you forever, but very few out of the hundreds of people you'll meet. Another thing too is that some of you may have been hoping or waiting for someone else to save you from despair. But the thing is you can't change the actions of another person, or you can't change the big situation. You can only change yourself and how you're responding, right? So even if you were harmed or betrayed, it's speaking of having that choice to pick yourself up and move forward, which I feel like a lot of you are doing now, which is great. You're finding that strength to say, hey, I'm going to let go of this, and accepting the circumstances as they are, and you're no longer going to resist that change, but allow it to happen. Even if it causes initial pain, you're going to allow it to happen so you can move forward. It's like you're not going to waste your energy anymore fighting it, okay? So let's see where this is all leading in the near future. This is quite beautiful. Wow. So in the near future here, either you're going to take on the energy of this King of Raphael, or somebody else around you is going to enter your life, and it speaks of, yes, it's safe for you to trust. And I feel like this is self-trust and the ability to accomplish so many things at once. I think too that the second you find trust in yourself back here, and you believe in your own strength, is when you start attracting those around you who will, again, lift you up to where it is that you want to be. This is that warm, generous, honorable, and refined energy. And it speaks of following the creative passion. So many of you, you're going to be stepping into king status here. And it's beautiful as well, because you didn't believe in yourself back here. You didn't think you could find the solutions. But it's funny, once you start doing the things you love, because you're participating and taking action to what you love, not what you're being told you have to do for the sake of money, power, or status, bang, all of a sudden, what you love brings to you those that love what you're doing. Does that make sense? It's that interesting paradox. And what's beautiful too is that you'll be emotionally happy, from what I'm seeing, and emotionally balanced and diplomatic. Things are going to be in a much better balance for you, and you'll see it in your life. You'll see it in your external circumstances. So it's representing that mastery over the realms of emotion, creativity, and the unconscious. So that could very well be this, the unconscious drive, you know, and the indoctrination, if you will, of the thoughts that you've always had guiding you. Now it's like, oh wait, no, that's what somebody else told me would make me happy. Now I'm moving on to what makes me happy from a genuine, authentic place, from your soul, your higher self's wants and needs. It speaks of gaining control of feelings and accepting them without allowing them to get the better of you. And I think that the reason why it would have gotten the better of you is because it's your guidance system here in the past, and your guidance system was saying, you know, this is not the life we want to live. It's time to move forward, right? So it's beautiful, because even when life throws you any more curveballs, right? Because there's always going to be challenges. It never stops. It's how we continue to grow. We compete, I guess you could say. We beat and compete with ourselves. So every day we try to be better than we were the day before. That's your only competition. It's not the world around you, it's yourself. And it speaks that even when, you know, a curveball may come, you're going to draw on that emotional maturity and stability to help you navigate the challenges. And things won't get to you so much, and you're going to steer clear of drama. And instead of choosing emotionally, or you will be choosing an emotionally balanced and calm approach. This is beautiful, okay? It also speaks of being firm in your personal boundaries and stating what it is and what is not acceptable on an emotional level from other people or other situations. Use your intellect to make smart decisions, and don't let other circumstances sway you from your central beliefs and morals. Again, it was important for you to have found your values back here, which is what I'm seeing, okay? So it's this perfect balance between the executive and the hearts, not only being able to assess and manage a situation logically, but also to draw on intuition and understanding of human interactions, and also being a leader in your life. Because, you know, you'll care about achieving your goals and objectives, but you'll do that as much as you do about making sure everyone is happy and engaged along the way. That is empathy. That is conscious evolution, if you will, is remembering that we may appear separate, but we're also one with everyone else and the world as well. And that's what we have to move towards, because too many people have been operating out of the it's just me and just focusing on what they need and they want. It's now time to focus on what is good for the whole as well as the self. And it starts with being true to yourself, communicating your needs, but also, when you do that, not trampling on the needs of others. So it's beautiful. The world, what I see right now is that there's a lot of evolution happening, and good times are coming, my friends. So enjoy this brand new beginning. If you're searching for jobs or whatever, yes, you can do it. You've got this. Find the things that align with your values, because the solutions are there. As long as you believe, right? Get away from those 10 of swords. Don't betray yourself, or don't let others betray you into thinking, oh, I'll never be anything more than what I am. Yes, you are whatever you want to be. And this is your time to prove that to yourself. All right, you guys, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.